My name is Samantha Shu, and I am interested in how various scientific discoveries have impacted societies. For this project, I researched the discovery of antibiotics and analyzed how this discovery has impacted societies in a positive way.
Hi, my name is Nicole Churchill. I am interested in this topic because how easily it can impact me and my community. For this project, I researched the formation of superbugs and the negative impacts antibiotics have had on society.
My name is Cassidy Martin, and I did research on resistant bacteria and new research that is being done to solve this issue. I'm interested in how antibiotic resistance occurs, and it fascinates me how this resistance is inevitable. It took many years for antibiotics to become the drug it is today. The first antibiotic discovered went under many years of testing and experimentation until it was proven effective and safe. And it took many years after that to develop different kinds of antibiotics to treat different bacteria. Since then, antibiotics have greatly improved the health of individuals and have impacted societies in a positive way. However, they also led to serious problems, such as the development of superbugs.
The era of antibiotics started with the discovery of penicillin. In 1928, a biologist named Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin after returning from his holiday. He was sorting through petri dishes that contained colonies of bacteria when he saw that one of the dishes was different from the others. This dish, unlike the others, had a spot where there was no bacteria. It was covered with colonies except for one area where mold was growing. The juice that the mold excreted killed the bacteria in the dish. And Fleming later discovered that this mold juice was able to kill many different kinds of harmful bacteria. Although Alexander Fleming was the one who initially discovered penicillin, it wasn't recognized as a therapeutic medicine until the 1940s when scientists at Oxford University recognized its healing qualities. Their discoveries led to the mass production and distribution of penicillin in the 1940s, and also helped heal soldiers in the midst of World War II.
One problem we face today is antibiotic resistance. This is when our bodies, or rather the bacteria infecting our bodies, has grown resistant to the antibiotic, meaning that the drug can no longer be used to treat the infection. These are called superbugs. This resistance occurs because the bacteria is able to produce an enzyme that inactivates the antibiotic. Due to this issue, the infection becomes harder to treat and we must resort to more costly alternatives. So what has caused the spread of this antibiotic resistance? According to the CDC, up to 50% of the time, antibiotics are not optimally prescribed, often done so when not needed, incorrect dosing, or duration. This means that families and people around the world are trying to use their old leftover antibiotics to treat colds and flus that are caused by viruses. The use of antibiotics in animals is also one of the reasons this resistance is spreading. Treating animals used for food can mean that resistant bacteria can develop inside them. This bacteria can stay on the meat if it is not properly prepared, and it later gets consumed by humans, transferring the bacteria. The antibiotics are also not broken down and then excreted by the animals, entering the environment, ground in water, and retain their ability to affect bacteria and further promote antibiotic resistance. Alexander Fleming knew that antibiotic resistance could pose a threat to society, so he included a warning in his Nobel Prize acceptance speech that resistant bacteria should not be overlooked. We have been finding new antibiotics to combat this issue, but we cannot end resistant bacteria because it is a part of their natural process. We have to remember, however, that funding this research for new antibiotics is costly, and many companies don't develop new drugs until there is a dire need and a profitable demand in the economy.
By the 1950s, the use of antibiotics had revolutionized the treatment of previously untreatable infectious diseases and greatly improved the quality of life in the 20th century. During this period, they were commonly known as miracle drugs. The discovery of penicillin opened the door to the world of antibiotics and changed the way people lived. With this development, infections that were previously severe and often fatal could be easily treated. It has saved over 200 million lives and is also considered to be one of the most important discoveries of the millennium. The discovery and creation of antibiotics has saved countless lives and has made societies a safer, healthier place to live. Widespread plagues are no longer a major threat to civilizations, which has allowed individuals to make innovative inventions and discoveries that shape the way our societies function today. Individuals are also stronger and have a higher chance of living a long, fruitful life. Soldiers fighting in World War II in the 20th century and today with the war in Iraq are able to survive injuries that would have been fatal without penicillin or other antibiotics. This has made countries stronger and has lessened the threat of outside forces, and has also allowed innovation in societies. Overall, this is best explained by a quote by Rustam I. Aminov. It is not necessary to reiterate how many lives they have saved and how significantly they have contributed to the control of infectious diseases that were the leading causes of human morbidity and mortality for most of human existence.
And here's a mind map that shows and explains the connections that we presented in this video. To start off, penicillin was the first antibiotic to be discovered, and it was invented by Alexander Fleming. Its discovery led to the development of other antibiotics. This discovery led to the improvement of the quality of life, which led to longer lives and saved over 2 million lives. This was the positive impact that antibiotics had on society. Going back to the discovery of penicillin, the inventor Alexander Fleming warned about bacteria resistance. This warning eventually became reality when superbugs were discovered. Superbugs resulted from a misuse of antibiotics and using antibiotics on animals. This is the negative impact that antibiotics had on societies.
Good or bad, antibiotics have left a lasting impact on our societies. Even today, new diseases are being discovered and scientists are continuously trying to find cures for these diseases. Although superbugs are major setbacks to the improvement of our society, they help scientists learn more about the nature of bacteria and allow them to use this information to greater improve our medicines and thus improve our society and the lives of individuals.